Oh, hey guys. My name is Andrew Murphy. I am WRCS 984. Um, Risky Romeo Charlie Sierra 984. I'm also that's my GMRS. I'm also fixing to be in the next couple months a GMRS repeater owner. Um, I'll put the info down. We haven't picked a frequency yet. But what I'm going to talk to you today, all my information that I'm pulling, all my points off will be links will be down in the description for you to check out yourself. So anybody who knows I love receiving, decoding, writing down calls of people who do FT8, and the reason why is because before we came out of the lull over the summer, before they classified that it is a new solar cycle, it was easy to receive FT8. Okay, I said that to let you know I'm not just picking on FT8, but this is a problem I've seen. People I've talked to who does FT8 and Riddy has talked to me about just in the last 2, 3 weeks. Uh, I've talked to people about this, especially just recently when Riddy, about 2 weeks ago, had a competition and it was just a lot of struggle for them. I want to remind you digital people who do FTA, WSJT, um, was all designed for core signal propagation. Okay, that's why you can. That's why it works so good towards the end of the lull, right before um, this new sun cycle. That's why you can do FT8 and make a bunch of contacts. I've written down people from Germany, uh, Germany, Australia, Canada, Hawaii, uh, some of those Eastern countries in Europe like France, Philippines, um, again, Australia, Japan, and everything. That's what the mode's designed for. What it's not designed for is for you guys to open your repeater, or I mean your amp, wide open and run a kilowatt of power through your. That's not what it was designed for. And the problem I'm getting is, or I'm hearing, by people talking to me, is that FT8 thinks that's just their um, that that frequency on 20 millimeters. It's just theirs. Well, let me tell you something. If it belongs to anybody, it belongs to the FCC. Now, I'm looking at the ARL band plan, and I'm looking at 20 minutes. Riddy was way before FT8. Okay, so the band, the frequency from 14070 to .095. It's supposed to be for ready. According to dx.com, on 20 meters, GJS call supposed to be 14.078. I think that's FT8 now. I'm not totally sure. That is, you know, from 160 meters down, you know, it shows all the you know, frequency. And you're thinking, Andrew, why bring this up? Well, why bring this up is because, hold on, you know, it's starting to interfere with other you know, modes. I don't think the guy who designed a JS8 call or FTA or any of that meant it to interfere with other, you know, common sense will just tell you, you know, when you took your technician call, one of the questions is how much power do you have to run, or something to that effect, and the answer is you have enough power to make a contact. That's why I like QRP guys. I've sat and I've listened to at my friends before I moved. I've listened to Russia, England, Australia, France, Germany, Poland, excuse me, all on 5 watts. And I've heard Canada, I've heard South America on 5 watts. I've heard, you know, even with my SDR, I've received South America and Mexico. So people, when I can understand voice using an amplifier, but kill your amplifier if you're going to run digital, because you're blanketing the more of the spectrum than you're really giving. What else? I was also reading an article that the IARU, you know, has announced the HF Digital Modeband Plan Review. And I'm going to read this. 08/14 of 2020. That was back in July, I believe. International Amateur Radio Union work group has been formed to develop solutions to reduce congestion within the popular mode segment while preventing mutual interference between incompatible modes as much as possible. The work group includes representative of 3 regional band planning community, making the first time the IARU 3 regions have joined together to directly coordinate band plan efforts. Because of frequency allocation, amateur radio operating interests vary in different parts of the world. The development of plans, voluntary guidelines on the use of the spectrum that is available to radio amateurs. is a responsibility of the three IARU regional organizations. The IRU explained in announcing the work group. Each of three regions have band planning communities to focus on this work. The IARU says that this approach to band planning has generally kept pace with the evolution of amateur radio operating, but the explosive growth in the HF digital modes, particularly FT8, has led to perceived overcrowding of particularly the FT8 has led to perceived overcrowding of HF digital mode band segments. The new workgroup has already had fruitfully discussed with the WSJT development group led by Joe Taylor, Kilo 1 Juliet Tango, additionally discussed including with other HF stakeholders. Would be held part of the fundamental review of different HF digital modes and how they can best categorize, and arrange to share the limited spectrum available. In recent years, moves have been made to bring regional band plans into alignment wherever possible. Finally, approval of any band plan revision typically occurs during the regional conference of IARU member societies, held every 3 years on a rotating basis. While the proposed band plan revision will have to be approved by member societies in each region. Recent administrative change means the revision can be implemented without having to wait for the regional conference. Amateurs can allow for working group progress through their IARU member society and the respective IRU website. Which, here's the link why ARRL is part of the IARU. The ARRL is a member society of the International Secretariat of the International Radio Union. Look all the way down when you click this link, and you will see where it states that, and they have the little IRU badge on ARRL. So you say, what's that got to do with? Well, it has a lot to do with how things are going to be done and how we can share, not just one or the other, use the digital spectrum on HF. That's what it comes down to, folks. You know, I've heard both sides of the complaints. You know, Riddy stepping on FT8, FT8 stepping on Riddy. But when you got people, and I've seen it, and I've had people send me pictures of somebody blatantly just throwing 800 watts out there on the air and flooding, you know, really, I mean, come on, people. Out of respect for your fellow hams, share the band. You don't need 800 watt, 900 watts or kilowatt station to make contact. That's what Joe Taylor made WJST program for. That's who I think he's also had it's for poor signal propagation. I have a high noise floor here at my house, my apartment, and I was able to decode FT8 signal out of the noise with FTA. And I've done it since I've done it before then too. And that's just been recently. That was back in August. I pulled the VE Victor VE station. I can't remember, out of the noise floor. But my point is folks, people are just tired of being stepped on. They want to do what they enjoy, but they can't do it because y'all refuse to play nice with each other. You know? I mean, for example, I was watching Gill, and he was having QSO with a guy through Morse code, and a guy just keys up right on top of him while they were trying to do a QSO. Did you even listen to the band? Did you even listen to that there was a QSO? You know, man, it upset me, and I wasn't having the QSO. Gil wasn't, and it kind of upset Gil, I think, too. The radio prepper. By the way, if you're not part of Gil's channel or following Gil, I will have a link down below of Gil's YouTube channel. He's also look up the radio prepper on Facebook. Gil, plug for you, bud. He's a good Frenchman. He's he's encouraged me to do some things that I've never done. This is why I'm doing this stuff. This is why I'm building antennas and posting it about my antennas on YouTube. I don't expect to make money or to get ad revenue. No. If I did, I did. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I love the hobby. Coming up, guys, I've been looking at new antenna projects that I can build that are smaller and that I can build on my desk, at my desk. And I found a 2-meter quarter wave ground plane antenna. But there's a catch. It's faced together with a face harness. I looked up some stuff. I got documents of the guy who designed it. And I mean, he's getting like 40-mile reach with this antenna. And we're going to start getting into a little bit more phases stuff. I might build me another tape measure antenna, Yagi antenna, and put it with the one I have. If this is a big if this antenna works for picking up 40 miles or whatever, I'm probably going to sit and build one for my GMRS, and there's a reason why. I want to be able, within the legal limits of my the 40 or 50 watt power radios that I can have, be able to contact Tulsa, Broken Arrow, in between. I'm going to work on getting people excited about GMRS and having a GMRS repeater and getting a repeater. I'm going to talk to the president of RCW Club out of Claremore, Rogers County, Wireless Association. Sorry, I had a brain broke there for a second. I'm going to see if they would give me some repeat antenna spot. Um, but if not, that's okay too. But I'm going to build some antennas here. And just going to work on trying to get this area built up with members. If I could get enough, uh, if I can get enough active people in GMRS down here, then I'm probably going to get a React team together. I only need three people because I'll be the fourth one, and you know, React International is a pretty big deal. I know there's a React group down in Oklahoma City, I think, that uses strictly GMRS. Um, we're not going to lock it out like they did, but if I have to, I will. But we'll see. We'll see. Um, hopefully, in the next 3 months, let's see, this is October, so October, November, and December, I'll have two GM300s or CDM radios, used radios. Hopefully, I'll have the two 750 CDMs programmed. If not, probably a GM300. Um, and if not, I'm just going to hold off with them for the next 3 months until the first of the year and get a. I'm going to try to see if I can find a used UHF repeater, an actual repeater, to see if I can put it up and link everything to it. It's in the works, and but anyways, I rambled enough. So, with that being said, I hope you guys are keeping safe. My family's doing great. I'm doing great. My brother's doing great. He's down in Oklahoma City for some security classes. He's doing great all over, and so we'll see. We'll see what comes down the pike. I know eventually I'm going to take my vertical or my dipole and my vertical antenna, get up in the attic. I'm probably, another thing, if that phase antenna works, I'm going to try to build one for receiving weather satellite, see how it works. I'm not too sure that phase antenna will work for that, but it'd be worth to try. So, well, that's all I got. I know it was short, but guys, show respect to other hams. Show other respect to your fellow hams. Show respect to people in general. Love one another, and may God bless you and you and your family. And I'll say 73s for now. So long.